Welcome, Moon Bunny VTuber Jueri. I still need to send out the ping for the server, so give me a second on that. But welcome. We're gonna be watching episode 21 to 25 of 0079. It'll be our last watch along for now until I have adjusted to the new schedule for myself with my real life responsibility and everything. If you're looking for Maki, well, we did agree previously to collab for today's watch along, but today she actually has a GCG game, so excuse her for being so cool. In case you don't know, with the Gundam TCG card game, they have something called the Bandai new type card game. So it takes a bit. It happens kind of sporadically throughout this month and also October. Like for my shop, for example, it's happening in October, but some stores are having it pretty early. So just a heads up there. And give me a second while I send this out real fast here. Something that trips me up is that there's someone named Jueri in the Discord and I have to figure out how to ping them, ping around them without accidentally pinging the one person named Jueri in the Discord. Might have to change your name for them because it actually trips me up so much. Also, hope you guys are doing well. Happy Sunday. It's probably gonna be the last Sunday stream for a long while too, just because I might reserve Sunday as like my off days, like I usually do. Ping work, thank you. Alright, so let's get this show on the road. Get up in here with everyone's name. Welcome Copper Chef, welcome Luke. Hello Hilo Dev. Oh, hello, okay, bye now. It's been happening twice. What is this? A mystery. Welcome Stone. Yes, my sweetie. I want to go back to where you were. I found your stream out of nowhere. Welcome back. We're doing watch along. So what's different with this stream compared to other streams that, well, there's gonna be a lot of silence. There's gonna probably be periodic silence throughout this stream if you don't have the episode open. So yeah. It's not a lot of back and forth unless it's between episodes too. So if you want to join in on the fun, have the copy of the anime on your screen, on your DVR, VCR, VHS, tape stuff, however you're gonna obtain it. Sterling Beef, welcome. Pepper, hi. Welcome P. Family, B, welcome. The XI, Nishoku. Luke again here. Plasma, hello. Building the MG Gundam Vidar is kind of crazy. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the experience. I feel like Bandai is really upping their build quality for some of their newer kits. It's awesome. Howdy Ginja. Show, welcome. Sorry, when we joined stream, stuff came up. Oh, but Jueri's smell and smell. No! He's winning! He's winning. Give me a minute to get my DVD player fired up. Yeah! Bashwa, hi! Gonna put my Crunchyroll on my work computer? Whoa! Can you do that? What kind of work do you do where you can watch anime too? Pay to watch anime. Hi Vera, welcome. You didn't strike me as a Gundam watch. I'm very surprised to see you today. Hope everything's going well. Silence followed by whoa and cool like a react channel. You see, if I turn this into a actual video react stuff, I think it could pop off, to be honest. I don't do react content. Now, no shame to react content. Quite frankly, react content does very well in the content creation sphere. I just feel like I've been at this stuff for so long that I usually reserve my YouTube videos for more outside Jueri content stuff for you guys at least. I try to do that just because I feel like I feel a bit of shame when I do react content for video. You know, I think you guys deserve better than that. Because we kind of do it every time when we stream, you know, in some lesser form when we play games, watch shows, or whatever it is, maybe. Hi Donis, welcome. Hi. Cespa, hello. Alright, I'm gonna go when everyone else is on. Yeah. I got the countdown timer and everything. We'll hop right into it in about 2 minutes just because I also need to get my own copy of VHS. Oh my god, I was doing some graphic design work before stream and then like I don't know what happened, but sometimes the program that connects with this lighting and everything kind of goes off. So I had to find a fix for it real fast. Alright. My VHS is now whirling up. I have to give it a couple minutes, you know? You can't be you know, you can't just boot up the thing and then play. You have to give it a bit of time. A bit of what's the word? Time to warm up. You know how you used to warm up your car or you warm up your PC? This is exactly what it is with the VHS. Let's see, we're on 21. 21 is called Sorrow and Hatred, so I'll put them in too. But yeah, I hope you guys' week is going well. I'm gonna miss this a lot. I'm gonna miss this watch along because I'm thoroughly enjoying this show. There's just so much drama and back and forth and backstabbing in a way that makes you want to watch and see what happens to these characters, especially for the main character being as young as he is. It kind of creates a very easy excuse to why he is the way he is. You know, most main characters I feel has their own fault, but not to the extent Amuro has his faults, right? And I think that's very fascinating for this kind of show. Oh shit, episode 21. Get ready, it's gonna be heavy. Okay, it'll be heavy then. Hi, what run-of-the-mill otaku? You just came in time. We're about to start soon. Signing full late VHS tape of those 5 specific episodes from the original Toonami broadcast. Yeah! You don't have it? I do. Amuro's a flawed protagonist, but wait until you see the sequel. Uh-oh. I don't like Amuro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like him. I can overlook Char, you know, he's like a wet noodle, loser boy failure kind of guy. But for Amuro, I feel like very... maybe because I'm too mature, you know. I'm not in the same mindset Amuro was when he was at that age, that's why. Alright, I'm gonna start now. You'll look at the timer on screen, it'll start a countdown from 5, and then from there, once it hits 0, just press play on your end, and then we'll watch along that way. Okay? Let's see. Let me just quickly do something. I only have 2 monitors, so it's hard to get the theater projector working sometimes. Anyways, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, here we go. Do. Camille's a man's name. You mean his punch? Camille? Is it? I suppose the Zero system is the closest thing to a demon for this. Demon Hunter? Oh? Does the show, you mean? Character growth is coming soon. You'll see Amuro is the goat. Okay, I'll wait for it. You know, I was watching back on some of the episodes because I like to tweet out some of the things I want to talk about. I struggle with live tweeting that people do for watch-alongs, and so I kind of tweet out throughout the week because I like to kind of simmer in it. But I was looking at some of the episodes. I remember that one scene where Amuro saw there's nudity in the show, right? A little bit like non-sexual nudity. And I was thinking like, dang. Wow. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment from that scene. Cause it's like he's just a young boy, right? Hi Ree, hi, welcome. You eat? Why don't you watch and eat? Today's really fun for me. I got my friends to read comfy fanfic. That was so funny. That is that's adorable. If you're comfortable enough for that. Dop! That's my boy. Makabe. Oh, Ramen Brawl is still ongoing? I didn't realize he had Onslaught. Even after he has died in the show. This is where Amuro has no choice but to lock in eventually? Yes. He should have locked in like 25 episodes ago. Even before production, you know, he should have locked in when he was in the womb. I'm on my phone, Jueri. I can only watch it on my laptop. Ah, okay, fair. Wait. Don't ever just watch me react. It's so weird because Mama Han came into my stream one time when I was reacting with the watch along and just she didn't understand why. Oh man, it's called back to Garma and his fiance here. Wait, so Hamon? Dang. Okay. Half nudity in front of such a big window to other people. Okay. You have no way to watch the show since the movies went off on Netflix? I think at Discord you may be able to find someone who's willing to lend you their DVD. Yeah. It's also archived somewhere. Wink wink. Archive. Ryu. Oh my god, wait, Ryu is so injured. Oh. Wait, it's you can just give him a lot of hints here too. Damn, Mamoru's back in solitary? I'm getting kind of worried, you guys. I really enjoy Ryu's character. He's one of like the father figure, even though he's 19, father figure on the ship alongside Bright. It's a little rough because he's just as clueless as the others about how to navigate the the world as it is for people like Amuro. Aww. Rumble is so cool. I also really like Hamon too. She seems like a respectable woman. It's such a stark contrast. Having seen Garma and his fiance reacting recklessly as they both did, they're such a good match for each other in that way. But this one's just like a healthier relation. Twenty-one, 21. Oh, okay, I see. So Bright is actually being a bit more considerate this time around for Amuro. 'Crunchyroll's episode 21 is ahead? What do you mean? It might also be that I'm watching in sub instead of dub, so that could also make some things misalign with each other. Oh, The scent of a woman. He's like he's looking past Brighton's memory for the scent of a woman. Oh. Whoa, even Amuro's pretty understanding of this? It might be that your Crunchyroll might have removed episode 15, Cruz Cruz still on island. That's why. Sailor and Fraud, the greatest bumble of the show. Sailor is a great catch. It doesn't seem there's any love line opened up for Sailor, unfortunately. She's just pure work mode during this entire series. Oh. Oh my god. I feel like there's a switch that happened within White Base. It feels like the sentiment towards Amuro is a lot nicer than before, but also Amuro seems to be reciprocating that kindness as well. Who is Job John? I'm so confused. He's been mentioned so many times, but I don't know who he is. Hi, Asian Wing Sauce, welcome. The spare pilot? We saw him like for a split second, but he didn't have that big of a presence in the show at all. Wait, is Rio gonna die in this episode? It's starting to dawn on me that the title of this episode might reference that. I'm seeing so much kindness from Ryu, and I'm feeling like maybe they're gonna try to take that away by the end of this episode. Shoo. Shoo. What are you talking about? Oh, okay, we'll see. We'll see. Ryu's a great character because he's a static character and dynamic. He doesn't need to change at all. He's perfect the way he is. Damn, why is Bright being a butt? It used to be that he would send him out, you know, without much thought to it, but now he's kind of holding back on sending out Amuro. I think he's trying to protect Amuro's feelings and his sort of prior regressions regarding getting to the Gundam. Ah! Because Karma can't pilot something when he's dead? Is that why? Oh, wear a helmet so that you can protect your hearing. Whoa. Already. Oh, they're gonna do the thing that they practiced for like the past 10 episodes or so. Oh yeah, I think these are new animation frame. Usually they reused what they had for a couple episodes, but this one looks like it's like new. Hey, I know we usually we usually be kind of mean to them for reusing animation, but they're actually making original animation for this part now. It's cool. It's it's exactly the way I feel about it the first time I saw it. Yeah. Whoa. Ooh. She might not survive this episode either. Ooh. Oh, yo, I love the hand-to-hand combat in this episode. Oh my gosh. The way Zen's been fighting this episode seems like oh, what the heck? That's so cool. That sequence right there. Oh! Oh! This is actually the most insane damage we've seen they're gonna take. Ryu, no! Oh! Oh! I don't know how to react to that. I I feel like Ryu didn't go out in the glorious way. I mean, this is very pivotal to the whole protection of the white base, but like, damn. They also took down Haman too, and I really like Haman as a antagonist. Please stay calm, Amuro. I'm not asking a death to be glorious, but like, damn. In some way, it's very noble, right? Because he protected entire base and Amuro too. Is that Job John right there? Ah. Well, everyone's really blaming themselves for Ryu's death. I feel like Hayato might be the biggest blame on this one. Probably even allowing him to go into core fire and stuff too. Oh! It is Job John, okay. The pressing part is that it's all preventable, especially everyone's inability to work together. It efficiently costs Ryu's life. I feel like there's a lot of checks in place where it could have been stopped, right? But I feel like maybe Hayato having him be in the core fighter might have been like the biggest nail in the coffin. But you know, Ryu's is also partly blame. He's so reckless too. I wonder if his death will incite some change in the white base, or does it cause a bigger rift because of his departure? There's no Rumble Brow, there's no Ryu, no Garma. What is there to look forward to? All the cool characters are dying. Something that's really sad is that no one's really crying for Haman, or at least we're not showing that scene. Alright. That is it for episode 21. It was a heavy episode, but it also felt pretty necessary for them. I really like this one. Okay. I don't want to sound like a masochist by any means, but I think that was a good episode. It just showed Ryu's kindness and headspace. I almost felt like he was a better leader than Bright was in some ways. Because, you know, Bright leads with authority and the kind of leadership that's sort of similar to how it's traditionally been done. But Ryu kind of does his leadership in a way that includes human heart too. And things are sort of missing from the white base. That's basically the point of Rumble's Brawl arc, showing the white base inability to work together and the result of such incompetence on the battlefield. Yeah. They're like, alright, we killed beloved Xeon character, now let's kill a beloved or Federation character. Who do we got? Yes, let's kill one on each side to keep it even, and so it's actually a very difficult situation for writers to kill off beloved characters, I mean. And I remember reading a little bit about it in this book once about writing a manga from the perspective of a JoJo writer. Like how great characters, you know, they're awesome, but killing them off creates a world of a difference in the way they're perceived, right? I'm not actually an enjoyer of deaths. I read a manga as a teenager that had the tag with the word tragedy. I read it one time, cried, and I vowed to never read a tag manga with tragedy in it. So it's kind of rare for me to counter death in my show, or at least the death of a character I really like. Jojo, hi, Ridden, you came in perfect time. We're in between episodes right now, kind of getting a little bit of respite in between. Now the Earth and Federation or Xeon are even Stevens. You think the Xeons still feel billions ahead? Aren't they just one sector versus like the entirety of the Earth Federation? We shall see. Alright, I'm changing the episode here. So there was some miscommunication earlier. I realized that if you guys are watching Crunchyroll, I believe that they didn't give the licensure for episode 15 on there. So if you were on episode 20 but I'm watching 21, that's probably the reason why. I read that on most streaming services, you won't find episode 15 anywhere. Let's set this up for the next episode. I didn't realize that it was like that. Has it been like that for the past watch-along since 15? Xeon has more aces? I think so too, actually. So far, I hate to say it, but they write the Xeon characters really well, you know? They really do. Yes, it has. Okay. I was not aware of this. I should let you guys know the title of the episode we're on, because we have a few new people now hopping into our watch-along. Give me a second here. Okay. I'm gonna set up episode 22, we'll vibe to the intro and talk on there. So hope that you guys have it ready. I have it ready on my end as well. Main character tests are so sad for me. Gurren Lagann broke my soul. Spoilers for a show from like 20 years ago. Alright, I'm gonna start the countdown from 5, and then after it hits 0, I'm gonna press play. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, we're talking about the lovely sting of angst. Yeah, I don't understand angst. For example, with Love and Deep Space, they have a couple of cards that have angst stories attached to it. And I don't understand why people try to roll for R6 of angsty cards. Don't they want R6 of like fluffy cards or the slightly spicy cards, you know? I just can't fathom why. But they are really good stories though. Like, I can't deny that. Kyodaya Tegyo. Oh, also, I looked back on the last watch-along stream because that was the one where we did a watch-along with a guest, right? And I realized that watching it with Maki, our usual stream time went from like 2.5 hours to about 3 hours because we're just yapping so much. I would love to have proper introduction to her with you guys sooner or later. So yeah. But it's just really funny because I was doing timestamping for the previous watch along, and it's just wow, these gaps are getting bigger and bigger between each startup episode. So are we on Matilda's rescue or Black Tristar? We are on the Trap of Makube. Damn, you're really ahead. We're really on Trap of Makube right now. Should I put the title of the episode too? Oh, I feel bad. I didn't know. Trap Quabe. Let's see. I should have done this since episode 15, because now we're getting kind of freaky with numbers and distribution. Oh, Central Asia towards Europe. Did I spell his name incorrectly? Makwabe. Makwabe. Oh! Wait, I thought only Rumbarol could control the goof. Oh, maybe it's a simulation, right? Damn, I thought it's Makuve. And with like Quave, but I misspelled it for a long while now. Okay. Goof is a grunt? Oh. Goof is just the best Goof pilot. Okay, okay. I was not aware. I thought we were gonna see a lot of Saku 2s. I didn't realize they were gonna see more Goofs. Saku 2's already obsolete? What? I was just surprised because most oftentimes they release the goof. I just searched around morale with it. I didn't realize it was gonna be like a grunt. Oh. Oh. Whoa, that animation they did for his follow. Top John. Mobile suit development is an actual thing in a lot of these series, and that includes level 79. Machines change and upgrade as they go on. As they should, though. As they should. God damn, he's so... Ugh. Hmm? Huh. I... I mean, this is normal and stuff. I'm just kind of surprised it's shown in anime sometimes, because they don't do this anymore. Ah, feels bad, man. Hi, Kinyo, welcome. I will say, like, that kind of scene is very normal because, you know, you do that in real life too, right? I remember watching Totoro in JP class, and teacher explained that's like very normal to have that kind of stuff, obviously. they, they smell. Whoa, it's so gross. Smelly boys are like, oh, yeah, we don't got time for that. People ship Murai and Bright. I feel like people don't talk about it a lot. Japan's bath culture is different. Do you not bathe with your parents when you were kids? It's not a ship? What? I feel like they're most qualified to be considered a ship. Mira's love life is well, you'll see. Is she gay or something? Is that why? Okay, we'll see. Wait, did she not survive until the end of the series or something? Maybe that's why. You guys are being really vague about this. It's so funny. Slight moments like that are just so realistic. I'll find out. Okay, I'll find out. I'll find out. Sorry, maybe I should stop asking questions. That actually leads to very honest responses. I do not blame them. Do not blame them. It's me. Damn. It's so interesting how the White Trojan, as big and formidable as it is to contain all the civilians, everything they need to for survival and stuff, it's also susceptible to being attacked pretty easily because of how big it is. I feel like they got to have a mulatto kid of this. It's just so prominent in the show. There is one? Okay, good, good. Big boy paint job, paint kit. Oh no. Oh, EX bomb, very small scale. That's what I like. Da da. Minovsky particles. Oh, force of habit, I guess, right? Mentioning Ryu for that. The semi-kit of the Argama, though, is the only side launch catapult in the hangar. Hmm. Oh. Let's go, Sayla. It's a little rough because Bright's not longer in the leadership sheet, so now we're starting to see more of the female pilots kind of giving directions and order. Hmm. The Argama is the main carrier ship from Zeta for context. Okay, thank you. You guys are pulling names I'm not familiar with. No worries about it. Oh, Ryu. Oh. Dang, they're really starting to show the lack of leadership is happening right now. I feel kind of bad because I feel both Sayla and Mirai could actually rival Bright in terms of leadership, but here they're kind of downplaying a little bit. Maybe because due to lack of experience. I thought that Sayla would be a lot more, like, up to par with Bright. I guess not. Wow, that's so cool. I can't believe it. They did the exact same thing in their last episode, but it's okay. I'll overlook it. Bright's a good leader, just a strict one. Too strict for kids. I see. You know, the advancement of having Goof replace the Zaku 2 is cool, but man, I really like the Zaku 2 as well. It makes me sad that they're completely no longer seen in the in the next set of episodes. Nice combo. Oh, more Goofs. Whoa, he's using the rock. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That perspective is so cool. Oh. Oh. Oh man, Ryu's death is really leaving an impact on them. I guess Ryu's like what, co-captain, I guess the best way to describe it. If Bright's the captain, then Ryu's the co-captain, and so we're kind of going to the order of command chain here. You know, it's a bit of a shame because I really like Ryu as a character, but I feel like I'm familiar with most of the characters through the card game, but Ryu doesn't have a card dedicated to him, I believe. Oh, that's the most direct shot of white base we've seen so far. Holy, Ryu was the heart, yeah. Ryu's officially just a pilot, but he was the most experienced of any of them. He's roughly the same age as Bright, though, wasn't he? How goes the episode? Depression. But Bright is out of commission right now, and Ryu is no longer around with us. So they're just trying to do the best they can while Bright kind of rests up and stuff. They'll make him an alt art card. They do? Is that true? Man, what a liar. Ah, I don't know, man. I feel like Mirai could be shit with The Bright in this scenario. Huh. Mirror's imperfect too. A lot of people flawed in the show. Absolutely. But it shouldn't stop them from finding love. Bright does get some because Hathaway is that I do know at least. Wow, wait, those goops in the preview aren't they kind of like buff as heck? It looked like for a second they had like 6-packs. Oh, they kind of do have a 6-pack going on. I've been really appreciating the art of Grams in these later episodes. Looking a lot better again. Matilda's rescue! Hey, let's go! Alright, that is episode 22. We're starting to feel the impact of Ryu and also the loss of Bright's command leadership in this episode is kind of looking a little bleak. I'm surprised that the Xeon didn't finish off the white base, but it looks like they had other priorities maybe. Characters need to be flawed in order to grow unless you're Ryu. You're perfect already as you are. I mean, it's normal, right? We all have our own flaws as well. One of the interesting thing I learned as I get older as an adult is that most people stay pretty much the same, unfortunately, unless they want to change themselves. I find that so fascinating and seeing that kind of verified throughout life. It's because the white base was made to look destroyed. Ammo is ammo, can't waste it. Okay, okay. Because it seemed like, from what Sailor was saying, they're gonna finish them off, but maybe because they set off the bomb there, that makes it look like they're destroyed. That was the original thing for it. Whoa. I'm accidentally starting the next episode. Alright, I'm gonna reset the timer here and then prepare for the next one. These episodes are getting really sad. I don't know what to say, guys. It was really fun with some of the parts. So far from today's viewing, my favorite part might have been the fight that Amuro had when he was like in the hand-to-hand combat portion. That was really cool. He did the 2-for-1 special and stuff like that. It was just like going on. It's just like, whoa. I really do like the fight sequence a lot. But as you know, these shows, it's less about the fight and more so the characters themselves, the people involved. Tilda's rescue. Spelling is not my strong suit, you can tell. Amuro ripping the goof open was awesome. It was. I think I'm more surprised by if he experienced the goof, I feel like the longest time I didn't know the existence of goof was a thing until like much later when Show built it and then sent it to the server. Maybe it might have been built prior to my knowledge of Gundam because there's a lot of model kits being shown and stuff. But now that I see it, it's like, whoa. I didn't realize how mass manufactured this thing is. I thought it was a one-time thing in Rumble Raw. Because even the GCG, right? The goof has the pilot link to Rumble Raw, and I just assumed that was just his special suit. All the other, like Zaku 1, Zaku 2s don't have link pilots with their respective pilots too. Mirai casually being a princess, she's always carried. But Sayla's the one who's a princess, is she not? You learn more about Gundam if you watch the show, that's why you keep watching. I know, that's why we're trying to change that perception now. Where are we at? 24? Okay. Oh, sorry, 23, my bad, 23. My bad. until you have nothing else to watch and then have an endless void. Have you watched everything? Every Gundam media and stuff then? I'm so curious about that. I feel like a majority of Gundam fans I talk to, they probably watch maybe 50% of it or somewhere between 80, close to 80. But it's kind of rare to find someone who has like 100% of the animated part. You have? Okay, okay. In that case, what is your favorite? Only have manga and games left? Hmm. I consider manga and anime kind of like canon, but games are usually rehashing what's already been done, right? Currently reading the Moon Gundam? Oh, what fun. Watch most of Gundam except for X, Kireko, and some Eternate. See. I watched it all and I really like the finale. Oh, Hathaway then, I'm assuming? Most fans even watch 1/3 original trifecta. Or it's... I'm starting to think that maybe it's pretty easy to be in like the top 1% of watchers when it comes to Gundam at this rate. Okay. I have episode 23 ready, so I'm gonna press play in a little bit here, so get your VHS tape ready. Okay, ready? Starting from 5, it'll hit 0 and then press play. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, I'm back. Like what Dory said, just keep watching. I'm watching! But as I mentioned, Gundam TCG Set 1 does have goof with no links. Oh, you're right, actually, that's true. I forgot. It's just I don't really use that one specifically, because it's just Zaku Mariner. Zaku Mariner and also Zaku 2 Tutu. What do you mean that's not what she said? I think I'm confused because I don't know who Dory is. Okay, wait, I just double checked. Is Scoop a Zaku? Zaku or not? It's not named Zaku, so I assume it's not Zaku. It's kind of like a reimagining of it as a goof. Goof is goof, Zaku Zaku. This is no Zaku, boy. No Zaku. It feels bad, man. Because I watched that scene, I watched it in JP dubbing, and they said like, this is no Zaku, my friend, no Zaku. And fun fact, I think they actually used that JP subtitling for... what's it called? Three Kingdoms or something? Or something like that. Whoa. Wow, that sound... that Foley was really good. Ah, Gundam Dynasty word, that's right. I knew it was like of that genre, you know? Of that genre, of that IP. Freed sounds familiar. I'm gonna pull that card, that's why I'm kind of know about it. Oh. He's wasting paper. The switch up is so real. Wow. There's actually a lot of vulnerability from Bright's conversation with Mira here. Vulnerability and insecurity about his lack of experience and just being kind of marred with the past. So curious. I'm actually kind of surprised he chose Mirai over Sayla, but maybe because of Sayla's infraction from the previous episode. Matilda! Bart also is doing his best to be kinder after Rio's word to him. Yeah, absolutely. It's a bit of a shame though. A lot of characters have changed after Bright's death. Not just that, not just Bright too, but also Amuro himself has been a bit more understanding of Bright's position. There's no ogres in 0079. I mean, there are Cyclops, kinda. Neo's death is a major turning point. Story-wise, I would think that the salt mines were. Nah, I'm just messing. Absolutely. But that's just how it is in real life too, you know? When someone passes away, you kind of change in response to the passing. You know, I think it's so interesting. For a show as old as 0079, they have a lot of cast diversity. Oh, the Gundam's getting upgrades too. Okay. Finally, we're starting to see something for them. Because up until this point, I feel like Xeon has been steadily increasing their tech, and it's actually kind of on par at this point. Yo, look at him. He's so excited. He's so up and ready to go help out Matilda. Whenever she's involved too. Eh. Oh. We're getting a little bit of like a conflict of interest here with Sayla and Mira. I think they're both capable in their own ways, but Sayla's a lot more confident, right? Yeah, I'm waiting for the Kai's arc, but I don't know if we're gonna get to it during our halfway viewpoint here. Man, that feels kind of bad. Job John kind of replaces Ryu in a way, right? Does Job John have an arc? He might have an arc though. I think you guys said that he invented the F something in later series. Matilda-san. Job John's definition of side character? The most arc Job John gets is in Gundam Pulitzer. Oh, I see. Yeah, F91, that's what it was. Oh my gosh. It's getting a lot of... These white flashes are getting more and more frequent. Actually... It's okay. Choosh. You know, Matilda's a pretty minor character too, I feel like. Maybe not as minor as Job John, but it's just funny how prominent she is without meaning to be. Ooh, Ryu. Ryu flashback. Hmm. Damn, the way they draw the goop in this episode, I swear. I'm so used to seeing goop like running like a toddler and stuff, but it's been kind of looking more and more intimidating. Wide goop and like small goop, I'm so used to seeing those. I actually forget how nicely drawn it can be. Oh my gosh! What? I thought it was kind of cool. Goof was riding the aircraft to kind of match them and stuff, but oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. How did they manage to find an excuse to do this every episode? Whoa! Oh. I thought it's the first time we're gonna see like sort of like incomplete connection point because of the interruption there. Guess not. They got a contract to sell these toys. Hmm. Hi, Kira. Welcome, welcome. Currently in the watch along here. Man, the Ghost Whip is a really cool weapon choice. I like it a lot. I think it's kind of underrated. You don't think about it as like a weapon, right? But here it's like keeping it grounded and like kind of causing it to be stunned and stuff in place. The Goof's Heat Rod is really annoying with its energy damage effect it has in some of the games. I think it's fun. I think it's a really unique weapon choice. You know, in combat you really think about like guns and swords and stuff, but you don't really think about whip in that way. I think it's cool. Oh my gosh, I feel like they're really being really liberal with the white flashes. Jeez. Oh, okay. If you can give me 5 minutes, I can talk to you in depth about it. We're currently in the middle of episodes, but between episodes, I can chat about anything. Honestly, just buy a dop or some sort of aircraft and put a goop on top of it. I like the accuracy of that. Hmm. Oh. Oh, oh my god, that's getting pretty tense. Is that a new co-fighter? Oh, what? It rides on top of it? Oh my god, his whole like half of his body is like slashed in too. Someone hates this thing? Why? Is it because it's inaccurate? I think it's pretty unique having your Gundam on an aircraft because they can't fly technically when they're not in space. Also, it makes a very unique combat experience because now he has to kind of rely on someone to be his support as they're going into this battle, right? It's very important. Oh, he threw a shield! Let's go! Oh, he's going in! Oh! Man, seeing so many goofs, they don't do it like overall. They just don't. G-Fighter. I think I've seen model kits of this before. Or at least mentioned by name, but I thought it was a core fighter. It's totally different, isn't it? It's because it's been practical and was made basically because toy companies wanted to exist. Fair, fair. I did watch a documentary on the startup of Gundam 0079. It's a really fun documentary. Toy company basically for include stuff. Tomio versus Toy Company is one of the funniest battles you get when you realize how much he hates his sponsors. I see. Did he actually make model kits of the G-Fighter? Actually, a G-Fighter is pretty prominent in the TCG as well, so I assume they did. Oh. You know, maybe? Maybe Sayla Mirai ship? They're actually pretty adorable together. Ah, so they do get their support shipment. Sometimes their white base just feels like they're just out here by themselves, but Until is always there for them. Wow, Kai. Oh, he's such a tool. Of course, G-Fighter only existed because of toys. No, salesman wife, Mirai can't have her. You wanna have both. I like them both. That's like the few friendship I hope to have. Oh, we're seeing more Matilda. She's on the ship this time around. That's so cool. Huh? Huh? Am I crazy, or did this guy just spoil what happened next episode? I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that subtitle there. I don't know. I don't know if it was like that for you guys too in your dubbing. Huh. Huh, okay, okay. Clearly, the animators back in the day were built different because wow. Oh, let's go 24. I'm gonna set up 24 and then we'll chat now that we're done with this episode. It was animation basics 101, you know, you want to keep them watching the next episode and stuff, so not what I was expecting with this. Okay, pause here. 24 is, let's see here. I read a string of words I think I was not supposed to know. Black TriStar. You know, we were kind of keeping a tight lid on the spoilers in the chat, but that was the biggest spoiler yet, and that was not even from the chat, it was from the show itself. That's hilarious. Ultra Magnus. I remember Stargate has a serious spoiler problem and it's previously on and next time on segments. Yeah. It's our first time experiencing spoilers like that from the show itself. But yeah, you know, just a reminder to keep the spoilers to a minimum. Spoilers about the next series, like Zeta, sometimes can also be spoilers. Sometimes I'll say something out loud and it'll just be like me kind of musing a little bit. So yeah, just keep that in mind. For context, if you are here for the first time, I have not watched any UC except for Hathaway and now 0079. So that's what you can expect with this. 70s moment, they were on something differently. They were not bothered by spoilers because they forget about it the moment after. Yeah, even saying that characters just in future state can be spoilers. Yeah. All I know is that Bright has a wife, more or less, and that's how Hathaway came to be about. That's all I know. It's crazy that I watched the most recent one. Now we're going back in time for it too. Also, Kira, you were here earlier. I don't know if you're still here. You said that you just finished watching my VTuber advice video. It's so good. I'm thinking about starting voice acting, but I don't know anything about it. In my opinion, just do stuff around it. If you are looking for voice acting gigs, you can or maybe try to get better at it. There's two ways to go about it. One is going to casting call club and just like looking around what job posts are open and just practice with those. Because you can also submit your own recording or also listen to other people's recording. And another one is to just post it on YouTube, you know, just try to get better with your voice acting through posting like maybe ASMR roleplays or something like that, or comic dubbing is also pretty popular. You don't have to be perfect with your skill set as a VTuber right away. You can always work on it and refine it over time. Like I jumped into this hobby with Gundam, sort of like a way to kind of explore. And I was worried about being like a fraud or imposter because I didn't know too much. But over time, you guys realize that people like growing alongside you and kind of having you discover certain things. It's a fun part of content creation. You don't always have to be the expert. Sometimes just the experience is enough. What about side stories? Side stories, like, I guess like vaguely, right? Like one of the things I said was like, oh, you know, I really like the Garma and Char ship. I wish there was more of it. And someone said, oh, you know, you can read the origins to find more of their interactions from there. Something like that. It's like pretty vague and within line. But seeing a character exist or doesn't exist in the future is a pretty big one, isn't it? No one's an imposter as long as you actually watch the show. Oh, so you're calling me a fraud for not watching the show for a good part of my building experience. I see how it is. That's true. I guess 0080 and Hathaway. But I feel like War in the Pocket was a good standalone by itself. I sometimes forget it's UC. Okay. Oh, let me reset the timer on this. Whoops, I kind of made people think I was watching 24. No, but you are watching the show now, so it's fine. Everyone starts somewhere. It was not like this like 2 weeks ago. Like, yeah. I know what you're trying to say, but it's just really funny to think about it in context. For about a year and a half, maybe 3/4 at this rate, I've been drip fed a lot of 0079 lore drop and stuff throughout my time building. So I do know some things, but actually experiencing it is totally different. Playing the card game is such a huge step up for me, and I think that playing the card game definitely encouraged me to watch the original series too. It was really fun. It's really fun seeing it in context. But Chill's right, it's not about how you start, but as long as you keep watching, you're a real one. Yeah! I have now acquired a real tag. I think there's a bit of joy in being clueless sometimes, you know? Because you can only be clueless one time in your life before you start to know everything. And as long as you don't skip ZZ, why would I skip ZZ? If it's part of the UC, then I should watch it then. Okay. I'm gonna get the timer ready so you guys get your finger ready on the play button as well. The countdown will start from 5. Once it's 0, just press play. Gundam. Gundam was such a fun one. A criminal amount of people skip ZZ? Oh, that can't be that bad. Can't be. It was so weird what they did with a new translation for a while. Okay, now we're getting to a territory I'm not too familiar with. Okay, getting ready. What's this episode called? Black TriStar? That... Is that not a reference to like a aircraft or something? Maybe I'm misunderstanding? Interesting title they have. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. People just like being edgy. The star of ZZ very different to Z, so it's a tonal whiplash. Interesting. Moe agare, Gandamu. Ashire. It's so fascinating with the instrumental for this cover. Oteyo. I gotta listen to the Miku version one, because that one had some modern instrumentals in it. With older copies, you don't really have that clean instrumental only version. I feel like people don't really cover the first one because, you know, they probably don't have that attachment, but I was having trouble looking for just pure instrumentals without the voice. I know that 0079, they had the idea to sell records of their song list. It's so funny watching that documentary because their first initial record sale was like maybe about 10,000, so very modest, but not enough to be anything crazy. So they changed the cover of it to be cooler and less of the original, where it's kind of like a screenshot, I think. And just changing the cover was enough to change from the sales from 10K to like 100,000 or something. 100,000. I don't want to say a million. I think that number is a bit too big, but somewhere around there. It's really cool bit of lore. G-Fighter! I wish there was someone to talk about when it comes to the Foley in this series. I think it's so underrated. But I don't even know where I would even begin to talk about when it comes to the Foley stuff. You know the new type sound? There's like a tool, I think, that you can use to mimic it. Hey! Oh! I think that's the 10th one right now. Sharks, he's coming back. My favorites have been dying off. I need to see Char. Makabe. What I'm super mad about is I can't find English cover of Emotion song. See, that's even taking a straight from there. YouTube is just not that great, to be honest with search. Oh. So Black TriStar refers to Xeon's TriStar, okay. So we're getting a new set of characters. It's actually really cool. I like that the foliage is just growing over the white base, kind of showing that it's been stuck there for so long. What a simp! Bro, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment watching these scenes. Oh my gosh. How do you watch this without cringing? Oh no, here's Sprout to compare. I forget sometimes that, like, that white base doesn't have... Ah! This is so embarrassing right now. Ah, second hand. No, I sometimes forget that, like, the white base doesn't have women. Like, she's, like, probably the only woman on this entire aircraft. Everything else has been, like, old people or young kids, right? Or teenagers around their age. Oh, Kai! Amra's leaning in the photo. What interesting storytelling. Are all teenage boys like this? I just think it's interesting because, wow. Kicking the air, kind of happy. I've never seen Amro like this before. I don't know what that means, unfortunately. It's the best show you had in ages since Ryu's death, yeah? Now that I think about it, the only time he's been ever happy was Matilda's in the episode. You know, sometimes I watch like female characters like Matilda on TV and think, oh, you know, I want to grow up to be like them, like cool, independent and stuff, womanly in that regards. But now that I'm now that I'm going in 26 year on Earth, man, I still look like a teenager. It's rough out here. You don't have to say anything. It's okay. It's just my mind rambling about this. You're free to. You're free to play Pokemon. I was referring to something that just happened in the show. He's flirting with her. I can't take this. Oh my god. Am I interrupting something? It's so funny when they write stories or interactions like that and it just creates that secondary feeling of embarrassment without meaning to. Because most of the time I watch shows by myself, right? But my face is um watching and concentrating on the series, maybe laughing here and there, but scenes that make me feel a second feeling outside of those kind of the stuff, like embarrassment, is incredibly rare and few in between. Wait, so is Dom different from Rick Dom? Or is Rick Dom his entire name? Or is it referring to a pilot named Rick? Name your cats after Doms? That's cute. Rick Dom is a Dom with more thruster for space use. Ah, fascinating. One for ground time and one for space. I see, I see. I need to see more of the Dom. I've only seen sneak peeks of it. But I've seen Rick Doms a couple times, so I know what they look like. The G armor? That's right, that's the aircraft. What is... My reaction is the exact same as Amuro. I can't tell if she's doing it on purpose or she's like... She knows that she has these womanly charms that can be used for good. And that's what's happening. My gosh. They would never do that. Well, okay, I take that back. They wouldn't do that too often in modern day animes, you know, because of reasons, but... Damn. Motivational flirting. Ah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Because, you know, in Love Deep Space, they have the characters be able to study, work out, stuff like that with you, right? To motivate you to do them. I see, I see. I understand. Okay, Matilda, we're doing good. Damn, you keep showing the brick dom. Oh, sorry. The doms for like half a second. I just can't see the form of it. I'm about to look at it after the show, the side by side comparison. No, this is my Ace Combat gameplay right now. She's about to hit the trees. Whoa, math. Huh. Oh, I guess the head shape's a little bit different for these DOMs. Oh, wow. The head shape is really unique, actually. Dom's actually one of the most powerful Xeon MS ever made. Eh? Over Goof? What makes it more powerful? Hmm. Wow, good analysis, Miss Matilda. Literally everything? Hmm. But how do you know that? Is it based on animation or something, or is it based on like facts you read from a manga? Detail about Dom that is in the series? Oh, okay. Okay, durable and mobile. Because it uses hover technology, it can go really fast despite the heavy armor. Oh, that's so cool! More scientific reason why it's superior. Ah, that's so fascinating. The bazooka is extremely deadly compared to bullets because in the card game, I feel like it reflects that really well. Doms are the only Xeon suit in the game that can hit a unit and the player shield. Interesting. Most of that sort of strategy that Dom has in the card game is reserved for wing deck with the breach effect. Interesting. If Amoral had Dom, he would have kicked the white base. No, I, I associate him too much with the goof. I think the goof is perfect for him. Matilda's an incredible character. She has such good leadership, but she has the sort of humanity that Ryu has. So she's kind of a combination of Bright and Ryu. But that comes with experience and age, I feel like. Oh, wow. Whoa, it's so powerful. Wow, Matilda's so cool. She's getting to the front lines herself too. Oh, the TriStar sound and dubbed are really funny. Ah, interesting. Sliding back and forth. I'm not really a big fan of the Doms, to be honest, but I do appreciate them for the sort of technological advancement they have in the story. To me, they look a little bit wider. I'm sure that's just animation stuff, but not really my cup of tea. Oh! Whoa! Wow, he did that naturally? Or he actually fought intuitively right there. That's really cool. These Doms are superior, but Bomaro's intuitiveness or fighting is just so interesting. No, but not Matilda. Ah, ah! That's how she goes out. Eh, it wasn't through blast or anything, but just a sheer force of a dom like crunching down on it with his fists. That's crazy, actually. It feels kind of bad. I'm not saying there's any honorable way to go out, but it's just real and raw. You know, and these things just happen unexpectedly. I respect Matilda a lot. I'm kind of sad a little bit too. Man, I really enjoyed Matilda. I think she was a breath of fresh air on the white base for a number of reasons. Leadership style is different, you know, and it's fun. Salute! Salute! She did incredible, truly. She got there in front of the battle herself. That's just so admirable. Oh. You know, I feel bad for Sayla because I think that having a female role model on the ship is just so important for her. And it pans over to Amuro, and I know exactly what he's thinking. Sayla's a pretty. I wish I looked like her. She's really beautiful. But I think a lot of Sayla's charm point is her incredible demeanor on the board ship. Jesus, Amuro. I. I'm not reading any of the text. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I didn't read any split. I learned my lesson from that episode. Who's Amuro meant to daydream about now? Matilda, like always. Bit of a shame, ain't it? I feel like they're passing up on Frau and Sayla, you know. Sayla's Amuro's original love interest, even from the beginning. Absolutely. Wait. I forgot. It's been so long since then. I forgot that Sayla and Amuro had something that might be of interest, but I keep thinking about Frau because Frau is the one that's kind of shoot in for Amuro's love interest. I can't speak spoiler of Amuro's love life. I get mad. Exactly. Exactly. Keep it that way. I will say though, there are some messages I don't understand the reference of, so if I don't read it, that's mostly why. Because you guys are saying, well, I say you guys, but I'm reading names I've never read before. That's why I don't know how to respond to it. But yeah. Pretty good episode. I really liked how the beginning parts were a lot slice of life like. Having Matilda on board, kind of having the white base interact with her. She was really cool. She was one of the few adults on that aircraft that they look up to, you know, for more or less. I'm thinking about how Kai was saying, like, oh, you know, if I have a girlfriend like Matilda, I'd be the luckiest guy. And she's like, good luck on finding your girlfriend. The gentle rejection that came from her was really graceful too. Never have a crush in Gundam. I agree. Bad for you. Won't happen. Except unless his name is Char. Oh my gosh, you know, I have a crush on Char. There's 2 versions of the Shark counterattack, which are both worth paying attention to. I had 2 versions. I was not aware. Stream them for funnies? Okay, let's see. What the heck? Whoa, those are okay. I'll show this briefly on stream, but rarely do I ever show anything on a watch along stream. I just think this is this is appropriate for our watch along, so you know it can come onto the stream here. Where did I put it? Doms. I hope this is considered okay for YouTube. Maybe it's okay. All right, let me just splash this on stream. Whoa. The DOMs! Wait, so I actually need to find a picture of the DOM. I'll put this away now, because you guys saw it, right? I need to find a picture of the DOMs, because I'm not too sure of the difference between Rick Dom and Dom in terms of their shape and stuff. I think the Rick Dom has a rounder head, but I could be wrong on that. Versus Dom. It's not just me. The first post on Reddit says here, I can't tell the difference between Dom and Rick Dom. I'm going to sleep. I hope to answer. Okay, there's the long image they attached to it. They're visually almost identical. Rick Dom has more thrusters and that's it. In addition to that, this person says that yeah, they're saying that the main difference is the propulsion on their feet. Dom on the ground is used MS fitted with air breathing turbine at the bottom so it can sleep over Earth's terrain. Rick Dom, on the other hand, is space use MS developed from the Dom and replaced the hover unit with the rocket engine for space use. That's kind of cool. I like that they give extra thought into making these two mobile suits different for different purposes, right? That's something they think about. I feel like if they were lazy enough, they could just reuse the design in space and people wouldn't think too much about it, but... okay, I'm seeing the pictures right now. It's really hard to tell, to be honest. I thought the head shape was gonna be the distinguisher, but not really. Right here, I'll just show this picture because I think it's a good indicator. What do they look like? Okay. Oh, that's a really tiny image, my bad. There's a couple more parts with the Rick Dom, but like they said, most of it's in the feet. It's kind of hard to see, right? Interesting. Okay, put this away. Rick Doms can also be used in space, but Dom is used for Earth colony use. Oh yeah. Dom is usually just a ground unit, but the thing is, Dom was such a good mobile suit that they can be capable with space. I see. Alright, the Rick Dom has bigger backpack. Probably for the thrusters and stuff too, right? And space is a little bit more finicky. But at this point, I think the only destroy Gundam is Gundam AX and Odessa's happenings right now, yeah? I don't know what that means. There's also the C Cosmic Era version of Dom called Dom Trooper is used as a bazooka with laser part and the beam saber. Ah, interesting. I feel like so far we've been seeing them with mostly bazookas. It's crazy how fast the Zeon's tech is advancing. Because it feels like they used Goof for about 3 episodes as a mass-produced mobile suit, but now they switch over to Dom, and it's just like, damn, I miss the Goofs. I miss the Zakus too. But they have to adapt, right? It feels as though Gundam's advancement is just so far ahead that they have to go through 3 iterations to finally catch up somewhat. It's okay, Gundam EX is the worst Gundam series ever created. Damn! You can say that? Dresden is impossible to find though. I'll be the judge of that. I feel as though my opinion is not sullied by others. I can say whether or not it's good or bad. I know someone selling just one. Could be seen. I mean, if you don't know the story, it's okay. I see. Alright, let me just set up the next episode so you guys can chill a bit here. The next episode is gonna be the last one for our watch along, and it'll be the last one until I get used to university schedule, which is probably next month or so. We'll see. I like the watch along. I get a little bit lore tidbit alongside the show too, and it's just really cool. I think it's a really neat experience watching a show someone's knowledgeable about and kind of getting the extra background knowledge. Oops. Battle of Odessa. Now we're getting to the actual part of the battle. That's so crazy though that episode 24 or 23's preview talked about Matilda dying straight up, and it was like, yeah, I mean she died, and I was still shocked, but somewhat kind of dampened a little bit. Bit of a shame, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna reset the timer here. Odessa mini arc. Wait, bro, I see episode 26 is titled Char's Return. I've been kind of sad. Hi, Kate, I miss Char. We got some really cool characters like Matilda and Momoral, but they're dead now, so it's like, where's Char in all of this? Char's been demoted, I know that for sure. I was just wondering what he's been doing. Has he been drinking away his sorrows, and that was it? Alright, I have episode 25. I'm gonna press start soon. Timer will start from 5, and then once it's 0, you can press play. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no, I think I mistimed the thing. I'll just wait up for the timer. Okay, there you go. You know later. I will know later. Char's probably plotting the whole time. He's a prince. Isn't that kind of cool? I didn't know that Char was a prince of sorts. I only knew he was a prince because Sayla was referred to as a princess by Rumble Rawl. But it makes sense that Char would be a prince, right? He has a sort of princely feature to him. Why didn't I think of that? To me, he was just a captain or a leader or a squadron or a schemer or something, but it never occurred to me that he was a prince. That ups his aura factor by like 100 because of that. I have no idea what those words mean. I'm so sorry. Ah! It's so funny you sent the picture of the Dom in the fighting ring because Sorna Beef sent a picture of the Big Zam. Yeah. I've actually seen a bit of Big Zam outside of my experience of watching 079, so it's not too much of a spoiler. Okay, we're starting. Operation Odessa. Now we're actually starting to get see more support for the White Base. Their Federation finally stepping up with the Odessa arc here. You're not meant to know he's a prince yet? No, but it's easy to infer because of Sayla and Rumble Raw in like early episodes. Odessa no Genki-sen. The origin also has more background on Char. Yeah, I recommend to watch it or read it, I guess. Yeah. I hate to say this, but the way he is changed after the death of Ryu versus when the death of Matilda happened is so fascinating. Ah! Matilda, I know what you're doing. The deal with Sayla will be revealed in time. I'll say right now, it's not as simple as 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I think it's cool though that she's sort of playing both sides, but maybe mostly on the Federation side. But who knows? We'll see. She's a schemer just like her brother. you know, Scylla's one of the few characters outside of the main pilots who's been trying to practice. Wow, a picture of Matilda in his cockpit. He's like, damn, this guy, he's cockblocking me, standing between me and Mr. Tilda-san. I'm starting to think that okay, so back to my thought. I just got distracted from the scene. But it's starting to feel like maybe Sayla is trying to pilot the Gundam or at least learn the mechanics a bit. Maybe to prepare him late in the future. Well, that's just theory on my part. I don't know for sure. Because neither Frau or Mirai are interested in piloting the Gundam. It's always been Sayla in there. I've been talking it up to her being like independent woman and stuff, but maybe it's for a greater purpose. Oh, their own ritual. Look at that! They're like wearing Heelys. That's so cool. I'm seeing more and more of it now. I think it's interesting, but the Doms, their Mono is much bigger than the Zaku's. I guess the Seymour? It'd be funny to give Sayla and Mirai Gundam 4th and 5th, and it would probably happen in the series we made today, but nope. Yeah! Heel representation, let's go! But obviously it's in the 79s. What's the Friday? What's the yeah? Honestly, the Xeon mobile suits are cute looking for some reason. Same thing with the gyms. I agree. It's because the rounded shape language makes this very appealing. A lot of fluffy, cute characters have that round shape language. Doms are a little bit too cute for me though. They're not as cool as the Goof or Zaku's. Hmm. A spy? I feel as though the series pointing to Sayla as a spy, but who knows? It could be anyone's guess. What's happening? Oh, so they have... He's going straight to the source for a spy, huh? Ah! Ah! I should have known he was gonna whip out a gun. Ah! New type things. Whoa, what an interesting way to show some flashbacks here. Ooh! Damn! This is crazy, y'all. I'd like to apologize to Sayla for suspecting her of being a betrayer and stuff. You're not. You missed when he searched Bill Spice earlier? That's when I said, hmm? Ah, I must have passed it up then earlier. I do recall you saying that. Yeah. And it's because, like, in part, I'm so used to seeing the white base characters that it didn't occur to me that he might have revealed that he's a spy. So he wasn't directly involved in the story per se. That wasn't really a spoiler. It went over my head. I wouldn't consider that a spoiler at all. He looked like a Xeon person, so I was like, huh, maybe he meant that as a Xeon person, not as a white base. You know what I mean. Ooh, look at that, close combat. Oof. It's crazy how they only have gun cannon, gun tank, and Gundam. And they've been using it and reusing it for each battle, but Xeon goes through almost to pretty fast. Oh, that's cute. That kick looks so comical. Oh, there it is, G Fighter. Right? Yeah. You know, ever since you guys mentioned it, I do see the prowess that comes with Dom. The bazooka just has insane damage. Not think about it, Goof mostly has that whip for like technical control, but Dom just has raw power. It's like the Dom's fun's better? Hmm. Design's different or what? An olive green Dom. I don't think I can imagine that. I like the Dom's color as is. Oh, interesting. The Xeon's actually losing out on here. Whoa! Nuclear weapons now? You know, mobile suits are pretty much a menace, right? I'm surprised they even have standards to not use nuclear weapons in war. You're very desperate now, what's stopping you? Man, the G Fighter's cool. It really is cool, but there's something kind of goofy about riding like a hoverboard. I guess like for a show that prioritizes realism and stuff, like having the different thrusters on the doms fitting on space or ground doms, seeing seeing like the Gundam ride on top of G Fighter for flight assistance just seems kind of funny and efficient. It's goofy, but there's a lot of other instances mobile suits riding flying platform. It's just most of them aren't shaped like planes. I see. Hoverboard. I guess in that regard, the Seed has some pretty cool ideas in incorporating the plane as like the backpack instead of like the hoverboard for this one. Dang, Mikube. Oh. Actually, Mikube might actually be evil, guys. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh. Does he survive that? This is the Hydra mom he was talking about, right? For Mikube? Whoa. Garrus is the true Supreme Commander. Zeon thinks his battle loss that started this arc. We are so far the recurring theme has been that characters aren't morally gray, for both sides. Makube may actually be evil. Man, I don't care too much about Black Tri-Stars. I know they were in like the DOMs and stuff, but they didn't really have much lore expanding on the individual pilots for them. Kind of wish they did. Finally, they meet. No more Matilda to be like the middleman between the two of them. I'm curious how this will change the dynamic of their Earth Federation and the White Base on they have actual support. Sure! The Gong too? That's a fun mobile suit. You know, hey, this is a Char's counterattack, right? You guys are talking about. There it is. I'm kidding. He returns. My boy. I like the Tri-Stars because they're funny. Where? They're really serious throughout the entire series. He was gone for nearly 10 episodes, not even kidding you. I think ever since episode 15 happened, he's been sort of just MIA the entire series. But since then, it allowed room for other notable characters. I kind of feel like you do need to have your best character, like Char, kind of disappear for a bit, because he would have been competing attention with all the other characters that so far has, passed away. Like Matilda and Rumble Rawl, who are great characters, Ryu too. Because his aura and stuff is just too strong. Having the current characters that have died appear alongside Char would just dampen their depth, I feel like. A country accent? That's funny. Oops, here we go. The Cephalon as will be present for the rest of the war. Thank God. I was getting kind of worried that the show would not have the same kind of impact because they set up that it's between Char versus Admiral for the first 10 or so episode with Garmin mixed in there. Maybe first 15 episodes, and so kind of having him quietly exit the stage from the emotion and returning back into the next episode, kind of necessary. You really can't beat Char's aura. Yeah, right? He's cool. I like that for each of the characters and their leadership role, they've been very different from each other. They have different objectives, they have different ways of going about things, they're not really the same. Like, you know, we saw Matilda's leadership versus Mirai versus Sayla versus Sprite. They're also different from each other. Char is a beta, endearing. You like seeing those kind of characters, right? You like seeing them kind of built up because the higher they're built up, the easier, the more satisfying it is to break them kind of stuff. I totally get it. They got a winner. They gotta keep him alive as long as they can, please. This franchise has been going on for about 50 years now, right? So like, keep going, keep going, please. I don't want to lose the characters I've enjoyed so far to the plot. So sad. You don't want to break Char as Pimple? I bet he probably has some deep-rooted trauma. Just the way we like them, yeah. So that's episode 25. That is the conclusion of our first half of the watch along. I'll continue 26 and 30 probably in October. Not 100% sure yet, seeing what the schedule might look like. It could be November even, maybe not October, maybe November, just because it's just pretty busy in October. We'll see, we'll see. I let Char betray me? Is that so? Depends on how he betrays me. I might allow it. Yeah, nice watch. Take your time in university. Yeah, thank you, thank you. We're getting right into it. Like literally tomorrow, kind of. So, forgive me. This upcoming schedule, we'll be seeing something like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. No more Sunday stream. Sunday was a nice one with you guys. It truly is. It's a fun way to wrap up the week and start a new one. So we can eat. Thank you. I'll make sure to get all A's. I will never get anything lower than an A-. Offering classes and good luck. Yes, I'll do my best. Those streams every Saturday will always be present, so I'm trying not to shift out much, too much, because my classes are only on the weekdays. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, giving background knowledge of some of the characters and stuff. It was a very enjoyable experience. I have read some people saying that the 0079 wasn't really a fun watch along for some people, but I think it's because like you can't really approach older animes the same way you approach modern animes, right? You kind of have to really engage with the show, and I don't know. I think people who don't enjoy 0079 just doesn't have the right set of people to watch it with, because I think it's so fun. It's been an absolute joy. It is so fun. It is so fun. I've been really enjoying just the general context of everything finally falling into place. I was like, yeah, guys, I don't know about watch UC, it's intimidating, but once you get into it with a right set of people, it's so much easier. So I look forward to it. Did you have a good one? Hope you have a good night. Thank you. Hope you have a good night as well. It's such a fun and timeless series. I wonder about that, because this show is originally for kids, right? But the more I watch this, the more I think, I don't know, this is a good kids show. Teenagers, maybe? Adult, absolutely. But if I was a kid watching it, I don't think I would appreciate it the same way that I appreciate it now as an adult. I forgot how good it is. It's so fun. So fun. It's great when you're a nerd experiencing it with the rest of the nerds. Yeah. Yeah. It's more aimed at teens from memory. Yeah, they had like a fan club of teenagers at the studio when they were airing the 79. I do remember that. I don't know if I would appreciate it the same way as a teenager as well, because I think that I don't really... Well, this is speaking from my personal experience. I know some of you guys did watch Gundam when you were teenagers, but for me, I was more into shows that had a bit of comedy and a bit of that sort of character development, whereas Gundam has that, but at the same time they also have this overarching focus on the war. So watching it as an adult is the best time for me to watch it personally. Yeah, 0079 is a good watch as an adult. The best age, probably early 20s. I would say so. You definitely have to be in the mindset to watch it. I don't think it's something that you can just fall in your lap. For some people that could be, but for most people I feel as though you kind of have to have some prior thing happening to lead you to watching it. I'd like to give a quick shout out to the Gundam TCG. Good card game, by the way. What's this? Messenger has a lot of physical violence, and Tomino killing named characters was common from all the way back in Zambot 3. Yeah! I've been doing a bit of, I watched the NHK documentary on 0079 and the rise of that sort of series. It's so cool, but I wasn't able to find the original source. I watched it somewhere on YouTube, but it was like someone's re-upload of it. Bit of a shame because I think it was a fun documentary. Makes you realize like how young they were. Because back then the team for 0079, they were in their early 20s even. That's why Rumble Raw looks like 35. Or that's why Rumble Raw looks what he does at 35. Because they're all like pre-30 when they were making the anime. A fan club that included a bunch of big names in mecha, including Hideki Anno and Mamoru Nagano. Oh, I was not aware. I don't know the second name. Hideki Anno, I do know though. What's kind of cool though, it's crazy how much I struggled early on because I think these episodes were fantastic. I don't think any episode were that bad. It felt like each one had a purpose, a conflict, and a resolution towards the end, or somewhat of a resolution. So I heard some people describe it as episodic, and I kind of get it. At the same time, watching it episodic would be okay, but there's some context I think just feels better when you watch them chronologically. Rumble is 35. Was 35. He is 35. Yeah, I know Anno wrote Ava. His protege. Tsurumaki? Is it? Hideki Anno is the guy who made Evangelion. Mamoru Nagano is the guy who made the 5-star stories. Yes, okay, I don't know that. I know who Hideki Anno is because I'm doing my research about this one guy who's his protege. His protege made a very interesting clickbait article. Not that he made any clickbait per se, but the article made a clickbait around something he said out of quote, out of context. So that's why I know quite a bit now than I did before. Okay, I'll wrap up the stream here. Hopefully see you guys Wednesday for a chatting session. And there's a bit of an announcement on Wednesday. I think it's very exciting to share with you guys. So, and also we'll do the announcement of raffle for the GCC packs on that day too. So yeah, hope to see you until then. Thanks for streaming, Juju. Have fun with uni. See you all next time. Yeah, see you guys next time as well. Have a good one and sleep well, I guess. Bye-bye. Bye.